Dai Diego, stai zitto, hai fatto un gol, vai fuori del campo.
Nice to win a game like that, especially when you got done in by a bad PK call.
Was which one, mine or there? So we talk again about the VAR. I said last time, we talk about VAR. I said the referee can do a mistake, but the guy upstairs or wherever he is watching the replay, and they showed also the replay while we were looking, and you could see it was outside. And yeah, I don't want to complain too much about it, but the guy who watches the VAR, either he drinks coffee while it's happening, or he enjoyed the game too much, because it was a beautiful game. And when this happens, at least when City and Tottenham it happened, was not a mistake. It was a good call. And imagine lose something that does a bad mistake because of something you have time to watch. Okay, in the heat of the moment you do mistake. Can do it. And we can all do, and we learn from it. But he was clear. He didn't even go out and watch it, the referee. So he was, yes. I don't know if it's some kind of ego thing, like when they whistle for something, they don't want to go against their call, but they have to drop this if it's like that, the situation.
It made Polenta's goal. It was kind of justice. I mean, you guys,
Yeah, but because we were pushing and pushing, and still we cannot think like that. We get a revenge because of Polenta's goal. We did it because we were fighting, and I think they could also score one in the end. They had a good chance, but we won a great. I think the game was nice. We played against a good team. I think they played good, and they made it difficult for us. We got one injury really quick, Roman, and yeah, comes a different game, different player comes in. But I think everybody did a good job, and we won a nice game. I think for the fans, it was great, it was exciting, and in the end, we were the winner.
Are you happy with the response in the second half, knowing that last week you weren't happy with the response in the second half?
I mean, there was a different game. This was we were dominating more the last game. In the second, when we were not sharp like the first, and it was a less good team we were playing against. Today we played against a good opponent. I mean, good opponent. They're in a good moment. I think they had 4 games in a row or 3.
Yeah.
So they're in a good moment, and they played. I think they did they had a good tactic today, closing spaces for us and that. But I think also we were not on top of our game with the last pass. If we had more quality like we normally have in the last pass, in the last third, we will punish them much more than what we did.
When you do have the VAR like they have tonight, and they don't correct the call, you just shake your head and you say if they have it.
There's no sense to have VAR then. Because I remember we had a meeting here with the referees and we were talking about the VAR. Okay, we do mistake, referee does mistake, this happens, everybody does mistake. But when you have a VAR call and that's a mistake from them, then take it off, has no sense. Don't blame the camera, angle is not good and that, just take it off totally. Or change people who is looking at it. I don't want to be too critical or something, because maybe the MLS will punish me, but I am MLS, so don't worry about
What did you think about Julian's performance?
I think he did a great game. He did a great game, and I think they helped him a lot. I mean, being 17, coming in, you have pressure on you. I mean, you have a normal pressure because I think I have the most pressure, so that takes off the pressure from my other teammates, and that's advantage for them. So I think he did a really great game, and he deserves all credit he can get, and much more. And he's a hard-working guy. He works always hard. He's a good kid, and he listens. He wants to improve, and he has a good spirit. So I'm happy for him. He did a good game, and against a good opponent also. I mean, good team we played, because it was not easy. But we said in the beginning we will help him and make it easy for him.
It's been a long time since this team has won 5 in a row.
I don't know, I'm here 1.5 years. Last year we were losing a lot of games in a row, and that I was not used to. So now we're winning, and we should not relax. We should keep going and just focus on ourselves, because I think our only threat is ourselves. If we relax, if we don't if we start to underestimate the team we play against and that, we will get punished. We need to respect them but still focus on ourselves, because if we play like we can, we are a threat for any team in this league.
Thank you guys. Thanks, Zlatan.
And I can say they feel us now, 100%.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Zlatan.
everybody.
Thank you.
I'm pretty happy with how the team played in front of you, and you guys coming back and scoring a goal late to win that game.
Yeah, it's a good team effort. We didn't start the game off on the best foot. The first half wasn't good enough, and we know that. But we're finding ways to win, and that's what's important right now.
You were getting called on, especially in the second half, to make a couple good saves there. Maybe not the busiest night, but you had some difficult saves. So are you gaining in confidence?
Yeah, of course you gain in confidence. Each game you win, you gain confidence, and the most important thing is we keep picking up points at home, and we need to keep that trend going.
It'd be nice to see Julian have the kind of performance he has. And also, they bring Giancarlo in at the end, and he made a couple of real big plays there, too.
Yeah, we know both their qualities. We knew Julian was going to get the call tonight, and we knew he was ready for it. We've seen him in training, and he's a really good player. He's arguably the best player in his age group in the country. So he was ready, and he showed it tonight.
How important is Diego to this defense? You know, he got a goal tonight. He had some bumps along the way when he first acclimated, like any player does. But how important is he to this group?
Yeah, he's been great. Every player makes mistakes, and I make mistakes, and every player out there is going to make mistakes. But the key is keep your head up, and he's done that, and he's been a rock for us, and he comes through the night with the header, and we're thankful that he did.
David, from your point of view, was that Houston penalty a penalty, or do you think it should not have been given?
Everyone has their thoughts on it. We'll see what the replay shows.
The replay was pretty clear.
It shows outside the box.
Well, that's what VAR is supposed to be there for, and it is what it is.
Why on VAR if VAR can't get it right?
Well, you said that, not me, so don't go me on that one.
Fortunately, Zlatan said it as well.
Yeah, perfect.
He can afford to find
Yeah,
it.
don't find me anymore. Good guys, cool. Have a good one, guys.
First I'd like to get your thoughts on Araujo tonight and what you saw from him. It looked like he did some very good things for you.
I think he was the ball started. He played well. He haven't some problems in his space. Even in the first half, he can go up and make some difference. So I am happy with the team because we won, but I think I am very happy with him because he's 70 years old, and we are putting on the field, on the pitch, lots of players from academy, and I like it.
Josh? Guillermo, I know you weren't happy with the second half last week against Philadelphia. You get the game-winning goal in the second half. Were you happier with the performance from tonight's second half?
I get happy because I think after Houston tied the game, we fight for to win. We deserve to win. We made everything to get the ball to be direct or play, but everything we did in the field was for to win, not for tie or keep the ball or try to do something. I think I am very happy because we fight and we won. Sometimes we fight, you can't, but today I think the team was, after the Houston tie, we're looking forward to win, and I am happy because we find other way than in other games we try today.
Kevin?
Guillermo, what do you know about Ramon at this point?
No, I don't know. Just I need to talk with the doctor, but maybe tomorrow or Monday when he can make something in the clinic, because it's the knee, but I don't know what's happened.
Thank you.
Larry?
Talk about Polenta and his goal. He hasn't played, or he had not played for 6 months when he joined the team. How impressive has he been, and has he fit in quicker than you thought he might be able to since he joined the
I
team?
think he's growing. We know when I start the season, he will grow in the level because he not playing the last 6 months, and he joined with us in January and he started training. But I think game by game he's getting better. He played really good when play 1-on-1 and he's winner. He's a winner player. So I think he could get the score because he tried even when he went for set pieces. Always he's a winner.
Scott?
Guillermo, on Houston's tying goal comes on a penalty kick that it certainly looked like was not a penalty. Your thoughts on it, and did you feel that you were treated unfairly in that play?
I don't know how was the decisions about the penalty. If VAR or the ref, I don't know if it was foul. I don't know if it was inside or outside the box. It's not very clear. I can't give my opinion, but in the locker, the videos say no, it was outside, very clear. But I am not on the bar, so I don't know.
David?
Do we have an update on Pontius? Chris Pontius?
I couldn't hear you. No, just because he got something on the calf, just for 2 or 3 days, he will be out. Maybe he will be ready for Monday. I don't know, but there's nothing special, but he have some pain there.
Josh?
Can you talk a little bit about David Bingham's performance for you tonight? He made a couple of really big saves that kept you guys in the game.
I think he was really good sometime the second half. He gave us a lot of security in the air balls, and even I think that his shot from the right section and he could to save. Yeah, he's good. He's getting better too.
Go ahead.
Coach, after Roman went out and Emma came in, he essentially came in earlier than expected. What do you think of his performance today? I think he created a few chances as well.
About Ima?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's ready to play. You know, when you lose a player like Roman, maybe sometimes the team can feel. But we are training with the players, and everyone had to be ready. I think Ima today was ready.
In the back, last question.
Sí, lo mismo de Polenta, pero en español, de cuánto lo ha visto crecer desde que llegó y cuánto significa para este equipo.
Él está creciendo mucho, sabíamos que le iba a llevar un tiempo y esperemos que siga creciendo. Estuvo 6 meses sin jugar antes de llegar acá y es lógico, es un proceso natural de cualquier futbolista que no juega 6 meses y tiene una de las condiciones que tiene, las cuales nosotros decidimos traerlo, fue la actitud ganadora, y es un ganador y un peleador y un luchador, y creo que eso el equipo lo siente, lo ve y se identifica mucho.
Thank you guys. Thanks, DJ.